Chapter 150, Research Before the Battle. The Wuxia Genetic Evolution College's reception center was actually a hotel operated by the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College. As the reception center for new students during the school year, the hotel is open to the public and is the hotel for parents and guests. If an exchange visitation team came, they would usually be arranged at the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College's reception center. Of course, the standards of accommodation were different. The visiting exchange team from the India sector was also arranged to stay in the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College's reception center. The students were in a single room. The teachers and other officials were in a small suite. The higher-ups were naturally in luxurious suites. At this moment, the 12 students of the India sector's exchange and visitation team were all gathered in the room of the leading professor, Haruji. Haruji was tall and thin, with high cheekbones. His thick lips were pressed together. He did not look too serious. However, the students gathered here, including the usually arrogant Azari, all had solemn expressions and did not dare to breathe loudly. I just received the list of students from the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College who will be participating in the combat exchange tomorrow. There are some changes in your opponent's information. 2 of the participants have changed. Haruji directly projected the message on the snow-white wall using his communication device. A photo of Kai Hongying and Zhu Tui immediately appeared on the wall. The information on the opponents you've been researching these few days is all about the top 20 students of Year 2 Longhu list in the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College. Under normal circumstances, the students sent by the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College were basically in the top 20. However, the name list that was sent over today had changed slightly. This woman's name was Kai Hongying. She is a second-year student from the Extreme branch. According to the information that the intelligence team had just sent over, she had just entered the 18th place on the second-year Longhu list this afternoon. She is good at sudden attacks and close combat. Her fighting style was extremely flexible. Moreover, she seemed to be more experienced in dealing with mystic cultivators. However, there were not many videos of her battles that we could gather. There were only 3 of them. However, she was only a small variable. The biggest variable is this student named Zhu Tui. Haruji's fingers slid across Zhu Tui's information. Year 1, School of Enlightened Mind. This information made the expressions of the student representatives of the New India Genetic Evolution College change. Only a freshman? Did the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College send a freshman to participate in the battle to humiliate us? A student from the India sector said unhappily. Shut the hell up! Haruji immediately cursed. Don't think that everyone else is as stupid as you. Watch the video of Zhu Tui's battle that spread like wildfire today before you speak. Soon, Haruji began to play the video of Zhu Tui's battle in the Longhu arena. Many students had live-streamed and forwarded these battle videos, so it was not a secret and could be easily obtained. Each battle did not take long. It only took 15 minutes to watch all the videos. Alright, let's slow down the next 2 crucial videos. You guys can study and summarize them. Haruji was playing the 2 videos of Zhu Tui fighting Tao Guan and Wang Kia. This time, under Haruji's guidance, the students studied the 2 videos for more than an hour. Azari, you are also in the mystery branch. Tell me what you think. After he was done with his research, Haruji directly called out Azari. Teacher, this flying sword is very powerful and destructive. The killing distance of the flying sword shown in the video is 20 meters. However, it could definitely go further. I believe that the killing distance of Zhu Tui's flying sword should exceed 25 meters. It might even reach 30 meters. As for his mental attack, its strength is average, but the attack range is not small. The attack range shown in the video is about 5 meters. I estimated that it should be at 6 meters. The silver pills were also very lethal. He's a powerful opponent. He's even more difficult to deal with than Tao Guan. We have to plan carefully if we want to win, Azari said. Hearing this, Haruji nodded. Being able to take the initiative to overestimate the strength of your enemies will allow you to live longer. It will also be a nightmare for your enemies. You guys can discuss among yourselves. In half an hour, you have to come up with 3 different battle plans against Zhu Tui. You have to list out who is most suitable to deal with him and who is least suitable to deal with him. I'll review it. Haruji gave the order, and the group of students from the India sector agreed. Zhu Tui was making a video call to Anzhao Soxui while the India sector's exchange and visitation team was researching their tactics. And Zhao Xu's face was still a little pale when she picked up the phone. Judging from the environment, she seemed to still be in the Research Institute number 14. Zhu Tui did not understand. He wondered what Anzhao Soxui was doing in the Research Institute all day long. Miss Anne, I set rewards this afternoon. I finally managed to challenge the 29th, 16th, and 7th place on the Longhu list. I even won. Mr. Wei said that my combat results are not bad. He allowed me to participate in the actual combat exchange tomorrow, Zhu Tui said happily. He seemed to be showing off to Anzhao Soxui. That feeling was a little like getting a high score in the final exams of high school and going home to show off to his parents. Yes, I saw your challenge video. You played quite well. Anzhao Soxui emphasized on the play word that Zhu Tui could immediately tell that something was wrong. Miss Anne, how could this be playing? We are fighting. Zhu Tui felt uncomfortable listening to her. Then take a look at this. Anzhao Soxui changed the direction of the video and projected two screens for Zhu Tui. A split screen showed Azari from the India sector rushing forward to cut his opponent's throat after taking him down. The other screen showed Zhu Tui and Tao Guan fighting. Take a good look and tell me your thoughts. Anzhao Soxui had a cold expression. Miss Anne, I understand. I was affected by Kuishi when I fought Tao Guan today, so... That's why I said you were playing. Anzhao Soxui immediately interrupted Zhu Tui. If today was a real battle, you would already be dead. When facing your opponent's enemies, especially opponents that can threaten your life, don't hold back. Use your fastest speed to knock them down, defeat them, or even kill them. In actual combat, the most likely outcome of your kindness is death. Anzhao Soxui began to criticize Zhu Tui with unprecedented severity. To be honest, he felt very uncomfortable hearing that. Miss Anne, Tao Guan is a classmate after all. Do you want me to kill him with a flying sword? Isn't that too much? We are classmates after all. Zhu Tui spat. You're right. After all, you're classmates. I didn't ask you to kill him in one strike. However, you definitely have the ability to severely injure him immediately, remove his attack power, and remove the threat, instead of repeatedly sending yourself to death. Are you very unconvinced by my criticism? Alright, watch the video of your battle with Tao Guan again. This time, go and watch it with a question. Your silver pill has accurately hit Tao Guan's alloy bow. Why didn't he take the initiative to admit defeat and stop? Did Tao Guan not realize that you had already shown him mercy? Or did he realize that you were holding back and deliberately did not stop? Also, if you think that Tao Guan did not realize that you had gone easy on him, did he not realize that your silver pills had struck his alloy bow twice? Do you think that Tao Guan, who is ranked 7th on the Longhu list, is a newbie or an inexperienced person? Let me tell you, in the past year and a half, there were 2 students who were crippled by Tao Guan during the battle. There were even more injured. According to a Huang's public and semi-public information, Tao Guan has already killed 3 human targets since he started the elimination mission. And Zhao Xu's question instantly made Zhu Tui break out in cold sweat. There was no doubt that Tao Guan had realized that Zhu Tui had gone easy on him in the arena today. He knew that Zhu Tui had shown mercy, but he was still looking for an opportunity to defeat Zhu Tui. Was he shameless? Not really. However, he was definitely ruthless enough. Do you understand? If you didn't have a flying sword, you would have lost today and might have been seriously injured. Tao Guan wouldn't have held back. Zhu Tui was silent. You and Tao Guan are classmates. You don't have to fight to the death when you go on stage to challenge someone. However, as long as you go on stage to fight, you are an opponent. You had to remove the threat immediately. There was no need to consider how badly Tao Guan was injured as long as you did not kill him intentionally. The school's emergency center was not for show. With the current medical technology, even if his heart was blown up, he could still be saved in school. If you still have the same mentality as today, I suggest that you don't go. We genetic miracles are the worst at sending ourselves to our deaths. Zhu Tui was scolded by Zhao Soxui until he was useless. Miss Anne, I understand. I'll change my mindset tomorrow. Seeing Zhu Tui's dejected look, and Zhao Soxui, who had a serious expression, suddenly could not bear to see him like this. Zhu Tui, I know that you are kind-hearted by nature, but kindness depends on the occasion. Otherwise, you would be the most cruel to yourself. Remember one rule of the challenge of the Longhu list. In the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College in the future, just don't deliberately kill or maim people. To the outside world. And Zhao Soxui paused for a moment. You have to listen to the school's arrangements on how to fight outside. Thank you, Miss N. I understand. I will definitely reflect on it. Zhu Tui expressed his stance. Okay, then rest early. Don't cultivate too late. Rest well. And Zhao Soxui instantly became gentle. After hanging up the phone, Zhu Tui naturally washed up and cultivated. In Research Institute number 14, the beautiful woman, Huang, who had avoided her earlier, suddenly walked over. Zhao Soxui, Zhu Tui's performance today was pretty good. Did you overdo it? Thesis, Mr. Weiss' idea, and also the principal's idea. I think that he should be reprimanded. He had made too many mistakes in his battle with Tao Guan. Alright, let's cut to the chase. Let's continue. How many clones are there? And Zhao Soxui suddenly asked. The last 4. Alright, prepare for Plan 37. I don't have much time left. After Zhao Soxui said that the advanced artificial intelligence, Huang, did not say anything else. It directly transformed into a beautiful laborer and moved the clone of Zhao Soxui from the other incubator to the experimental equipment. It then connected the equipment. Zhao Soxui, your body is really elastic. Yes, plan number 37 has been completed. You can start anytime. Before Zhao Soxui could flare up, Huang changed its tone. An hour and a half later, a strong mental fluctuation suddenly appeared on Zhao Xu's clone. The detection devices attached to the clone began to beep. It's done, Zhao Soxui. It's finally done. The advanced artificial intelligence, Huang, cheered. Zhao Soxui, Plan 37 is done. And Zhao Soxui, who had opened her eyes, had a smile on her pale face. It was like a pear blossom in full bloom. Huang, carry out various life data monitoring, brainwave monitoring, and biochemical testing on clone number 37. Move clone number 38 over and test plan number 37 again. If there were no problems, I would have to try this mutation on my main body. There's still time if we hurry. And Zhao Soxui said.